Thank you guys for staying tuned. Now, you know how much I believe in giving you a visual because I believe believing is seeing. And so now that we've already covered the pros and cons of new construction, we're going to be looking at the pros and cons of an established home in an established community. And you may already notice behind me, yes, look at the gorgeousness, all the beautiful trees and landscape, which comes with some of the beauty of new construction. Okay, now sorry, some of the beauty that comes with existing and established homes and established communities, right? So you have all this beautiful landscape. I'm actually at the center of one of their parks, so I didn't have to stand directly in front of someone's house so they didn't call security on me. Yeah, they kind of did, but it's okay. So let's jump right into it, guys. So some of the pros and cons, let me adjust you so you can see some of the pros and cons of an established home versus new construction. Let's jump right into it. As you can already see, the mature landscape, the mature trees, the beautifulness of the lusciousness of letting nature kind of already have taken over to beautify the community, and it feels like a community. And you can already sense the vibe of what it would feel like to walk through a community versus in new construction. They clear out all the trees oftentimes because the city requires them to make sure that the ground is above a flood zone. And it takes a while for it to get to this beautiful state like you see here, okay? So larger lots, as you see, there's a lot more space in between the homes here, and this is a much older community, but there's a lot more space and it lends to a lot more privacy. You don't have to worry about them being cookie cutter. If you could see all the homes around me, so one is brick, another one is a Spanish tile. If I wish I could flip the camera all the way around so you can see this one, that one is stucco, that one is red brick, etc. So each one is a little different, and so that's one of the benefits of an established home and an established community is that you don't have to worry about it being cookie cutter. Each home looks a little different, okay? It may have more character. You get to lock in your rates, guys, which is the most important thing. The fact that here in Florida, once you find a home, or wants to help you find a home, you can lock in your rate almost immediately because we close within 30 days, okay?
Just a quick interruption. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. I just wanted to be sure to provide in writing some of the pros that come with existing homes here in Northeast Florida before we dive into the cons. If you have enjoyed this video so far, please be sure to show your support by pushing like and subscribe. On to the cons.
From the time you found. Let's go into the cons. Cons. Of course, with an established home, it may not have the latest technology. Now, some homes are not this old. Some are maybe only 2 years since they were built or 3 years since they were built. But one thing you do have to keep in mind is that it may not have the latest technology like some of the newer homes that have where you can operate your entire house from your smartphone, okay? But it may be something that you could add after, okay? It may require you to do some updating. I know some of you guys despise carpet, but just keep in mind, when it comes to cosmetic stuff, if you like the bones of the house, if the house checks off at least 80% of what you want in this market, you need to go for it. Don't let things like carpet, paint, things that are cosmetic that can be changed for a few hundred or a few $1,000s keep you from getting a home in a place where you want to be, okay? Other things, you do have to pay attention to things like the age of the roof, the age of the appliances, and calculate that into your final budget, okay? So those are all things that you have to kind of be aware of when it comes to established homes. Guys, sorry, it's like pollen or something in the air. My nose is itching, so I apologize for keep scratching my nose. All right, so other things you do have to keep in mind when it comes to today's market. It is a seller's market. There is, though, another pro of established homes is that they're typically a little less in price, you know, maybe $10,000 or $10,000 less because they're keeping in mind that, you know, roof, et cetera, but still in this market, you're going to be paying what the seller is asking for the most part. There won't be much room to negotiate on price unless the home has been on the market for over 45 days. But for the most part, those days of negotiating price are kind of not in the seller's market. You do need to be prepared for an appraisal gap, and you also need to just be prepared that some sellers will potentially need to stay in their home for a month after you close, or they may need an extra time to get out of their house to get into their new house as they're waiting for their home to be built, etc. So all those things are something that you should keep in mind when it comes to established community. So I hope this sums up everything for you guys. Again, my goal is just always to give you information. That way you have all the information. That way you can make an informed decision whether new construction or an existing home is best suited for you. It all depends on your taste, your timeline, and your budget. So if you have any questions about owning a home here in Northeast Florida, please know I am happy to help. I am a Florida realtor, not just someone fun bringing videos to you, even though I enjoy it. I'm happy to help you in your relocation process and finding a home here in Northeast Florida that best suits your needs and your desires. If you're just watching these videos for information as you're still in the exploratory phase, thank you so much. Please be sure to push like and subscribe, and well as stay tuned for the next video. And share with a friend if you can. Thanks, guys.